Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. Oh, wow, it's Friday. This is it. And then next week, all the kids around here are off all week. And I don't remember ever getting off for a full week on Thanksgiving. So it's exciting. And we have a special guest that'll be coming in soon later, is Brianna Dunahoe. And you are listening to the Cindy Cochran Show. That all worked out well, didn't it? Yes, it did. I'm so happy that you joined us. We're here every morning. If you're just first time you've heard us, if you thought you were on KRBE and you go, wait a minute, that doesn't sound like the right kind of music. But no, you are on. You're on Lone Star Radio. It's Montgomery County Radio. It is.
KRB is 104.1.
Yeah, but 104.5. I said, if you think you're on KRB,
well, you're on the wrong channel.
Right, you missed it, and so that's why it's sounding different than most of the days that you listen to it.
Well, they're not the same signal. You know that, right?
I understand that.
So they wouldn't be confused because they're on the wrong channel.
No, but I'm driving and I go reach over to the tuner, and as I tune it down, and I get somebody talking, so I think I'm on the right station, and then I go, I don't recognize these people, and I look down and I have missed it, so by a few numbers. So I'm just saying, you're not on KRBE, and if you thought you were, you're on.
So please go to that.
No, I want them to stay.
Okay,
I want them to stay. No, I wasn't suggesting you move. You're on a better channel now. In fact, what's weird about KRBE and 96.5, which are very popular with the young kids, is that they, in the morning, start talking, and they do a talk show, and it just drives, my grandchildren crazy. Like, they just shut up. We don't want to talk. We want music, and all you're doing is talking about stuff and trying to be funny, unlike other people. So anyway, this is the talk block of Conroe's Community Radio. Here we are, and we can be heard on 106.1 if you're around in the Conroe area. 106.1 is a very strong signal for us. And then 104.5 if you're going towards more north to Willis or Waverly. And we're like all over the lake. So people that are in the summer and they're out on the lake and stuff can be listening to the fine country music that Richard plays. Richard, I did have a question for you as the owner, producer, and the engineer for a lot of the shows, especially all the country music show. You can choose whatever music you want. Is that correct? Of the country venue.
Well, I mean, I don't choose when I play each song. It's basically randomly generated, but I have a pool of music that we're constantly changing, adding, and subtracting because, like, for example, I do a priority towards local people. Mm-hmm. And so that you hear awesome. More local people, but sometimes their songs, like certain songs are good, certain songs are just gross, and I just get rid of them immediately.
Gross for content or for the way they perform them?
I'm not. The way they perform it, this just doesn't sound like a good radio song. Because sometimes what's really funny is I've been reading online about how to change the mood over radio. He can change people's mood, and it's funny when you kind of. I love listening to the whole albums of artists, and some songs are really depressing, and they come on, and I'm like, you know what? That's not really radio friendly. I really don't want to have this song about someone dying of cancer, and I know it's heartfelt, but over the radio randomly after like 2 Pina Coladas by Garth Brooks, the mood kind of changes when that happens.
Right. So you do consider all that. It's just not.
Yeah, I think it's a growing thing, though. I mean, if you like a song or if you don't like a song, let us know, and I can just add it or subtract it, and it's constant because everyone has different tastes, and we have so many DJs here that have different tastes, and I kind of gave them freedom to be like, hey, add who do you want to play, and I'm starting to realize I can hear it through certain songs, like, oh, this must be Rick, the Reluctant Cowboy, or this must be Bonica, or something like that, because it comes to what their style of music is.
Well, I had a lady call me one time. This is when I was going around. I was speaking, doing a lot of positive thinking seminars, and she had heard me. And she called and she said, I need your help. I need you to come over and help me. I'm so depressed. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I need you to come try and lift my spirits and stuff. It's just horrible. I got there, and she opened the door, and it was dark. It was full of smoke, and she had a couple of beers on the table, and she had and talking about how, this woman's husband cheated on her, and it was horrible. The message was horrible. And I mean, that was kind of like growing up, and I've grown up in Texas, so I can say this, is that I kept hearing such horrible stories in these songs that it just drives you somewhere else. So I'm not an aficionado of country music, but the songs, and since I'm on this station and you play a lot of country music, and I started listening to it, there's some stuff that has some good messages in it, like Old School. I think that's the funniest song. It's such a great twist in that song. Yeah, the John
Conley song.
Yeah, that's good. And so there's a number of them that I'm going like, okay, I can tap my toe to that. It's okay, that's fine. And it works out well. But so I'm starting to get used to a lot of the songs that are on there. But I wondered where you got them from.
No, a lot of people send me stuff. If you want to send me music, just mail it to the studio at 208 North Main.
That's awesome.
I think the way I approach it is a little different from most radio stations. Most radio stations you hear have a preset, and they basically play the same music for 2 weeks straight, and then they kind of somewhat change it out.
Right.
I get emails from people like singles, like Randy Rogers Band, who represents them. They'll send me a single,
mm-hmm.
and I have a special rotation for singles.
Yeah.
So every hour on Lone Star, you're going to hear 3 to 4 new songs
mm-hmm.
from local to whoever's pushing them.
See, that's
from new bands.
And
I update that pretty much once every 2 months, maybe.
Most bands don't know where to go. They want it to be heard.
Yeah.
And this is a place that...
and then we have a general pool of music, which is like the best country. Like you'll hear a lot of George Strait. You'll hear a lot of Reba McEntire and stuff like that. And then we'll...
I even heard Elvis.
Elvis, see, then that's what is kind of hard. Because Elvis is like 50% to 70% country. And the other
mm-hmm.
stuff isn't.
Right.
So we have to go in and select the individual songs to add to the pool.
That sounds like.
So I haven't gone through all the artists yet. Like right now, you hear. I think I set up like 700 songs, and that's why you hear a couple of repeats because I'm constantly going through the library of. I have to add each song individually.
Right.
So I'm continuously going through music and checking it out and making sure the song's okay to play over there. I had a song yesterday that had the B word, and I had to make sure it didn't say the B word, but I hate that song. So but it's a well-known artist, and I'm like, no, I don't really care anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So not even gonna, even if it has a bleep in it, I really don't want to put bleeps on the radio.
You don't let that power go to your head or anything, do you?
What, putting bleeps on the radio?
No, I mean deciding like, nope, you're no good. Yes, you're okay. This is okay.
I think the perspective of me is, what does everybody want to hear? And I don't want to have a radio station that has songs that have bleeps in it. Cause,
no, of course not.
Mean,
I'm proud.
I'd rather
just
just play it as it is, but I can't. So I think songs that have bleeps in it are just ruin the quality of the song unless it's intended to have bleeps in it. But
how do those people get it past the FCC? Isn't there some kind of ruling with the FCC that you can't curse? On the radio?
There are certain words you can't use. When I say bleep, I mean like it bleeps
instead of it just goes.
I'm not saying it said the curse word. It has like,
oh,
you are a beep, and that's what it does. And I'm like.
Mm-hmm.
And I love how music try to get creative with it. Musicians do, so they'll do like scratch noises or whatever, and it doesn't sound good on radio. I don't like it.
No, but, I love when they try and do it themselves, but they leave the F and the G.
Oh yeah, no, it's leading. Like your brain still completes the thought.
Exactly.
But no,
your brain said, "I ain't stupid. I know what you just said."
Well, there's definitely been songs that I get so sick of hearing. And like I would say for the first week, I was learning the new software, and it kept playing the singles a lot more than it should have been. And I kept hearing the same because like at the time we only had like 15 singles.
Mm-hmm.
So you can imagine telling it every hour play 4 singles. Well, you're going to hear a lot of repeats during the day. And the average listener to the radio only goes for 15 to 30 minutes. And that's why you always constantly remind you're listening to Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and the Cindy Cochran Show. That's where you are right now.
That's right.
But you always try to remind them.
Because people are coming in and out all the time. But are you playing any Stapleton?
No, but I mean, I can add them to
but
it. I can add, I'm not kidding you, folks. If you want to hear a certain artist, just message on Facebook, and I just add him to the rotation. So there, whoever he or she is,
Chris
she'll
Stapleton.
get added. And especially if it's a specific song, I can just go to that specific song and say, pick this up.
It's the, the sweet cherry wine. What's the name of this? Chris Stapleton.
Strawberry wine?
Strawberry wine, yeah. That one.
The Dina Carter song?
Uh-huh. That he did. He did a remake.
Okay, cool.
You're as sweet as...
Well, tell him to send it to me.
Okay, so I got to send it to you?
Tell him to send it to me.
No, you don't have it?
I don't know.
Sure,
Yeah,
of course you do. Of
and that's
course
where,
you
actually,
have it.
that's one thing that is a huge misconception.
Okay, good.
Of people who run a radio station is apparently I'm supposed to know every artist, every song, and if I have it or not. Like, I don't know. We have like 8,000 songs. Like, maybe we do, maybe we don't. I don't. You have a microphone if you want to talk to me. I'm just.
You have time in the day to listen to all that music.
No.
Come on.
Yeah.
No.
Sure he does. See, that's Brianna Dunahoe's voice that you're hearing. I told everybody that you were going to be here at some time. She snuck in, and so now she's here. And so if you guys want to come back, please come back. We just want you to. Whether you want to or not, come back, because we're going to be talking to Brianna Dunahoe, fantasy football, the plight of the single mom, and what it feels like to be 106 pounds lighter. That's what we're going to be talking about, and you all want to be here to listen to it. We'll be right back. Cindy Cochran Show, Real Reality Radio.
The Cindy Cochran Show, the first daily talk show serving Montgomery County.
Heaven's Army of Resources and Recreation Center is a 501c3 nonprofit organization featuring a 10,000 square foot building located at 19325 FM 1485 West, New Caney, Texas. At Heaven's Army, we offer over 26 different services free for all ages, from karate, dance, drug and alcohol classes, anger management, parenting, food and clothing pantries, to just name a few. We are supported solely by volunteers and private donations. Our main mission is to glorify God in all that we do. At Heaven's Army, we strive to be a hand up, not a handout. Come check us out at 19325 FM 1485 West, New Caney, Texas, or call for more information at 281-689-5864. You may also learn more about Heaven's Army by visiting our website at heavensarmyofresources.com.
Hello, I'm Bonita DeRosa, Animal Control Officer for the City of Willis. We invite you to tune in to Lone Star Internet Radio every first and third Thursday of the month at 11 a.m. for the Willis Hour. On the first Thursday of the month, the Willis Hour will be covering upcoming events and news about the city. Join in the conversation with your city officials and other leaders in the community. On the third, we will be doing a recap of the last City Council meeting. The mission of the City of Willis is to provide high-quality services, accountability, and professional commitment to our citizens. We pledge to provide those who live, work, and visit our city an effective government that is open and responsive to the needs and values of the community. Again, we invite you to tune in on Lone Star Internet Radio every first and third Thursday of the month at 11 for the Willis Hour.
Hi, this is BJ Orner from Montgomery County Performing Arts Society. I'm here to remind you to get your tickets now for all the upcoming events that McPass has to offer. All shows will be held at the beautiful Crichton Theater in downtown Conroe. Call 936-441-7469 for your tickets today, or go to our website, www.mcpass.org, for more information. Hope to see you at the show.
The Cindy Cochran Show. You ain't heard nothing yet.
And we're back on the Cindy Cochran Show, and he's so right. You hadn't heard nothing yet. Just wait till you get a load of all the things that Brianna Dunahoe has to impart and let us know about. And it's so exciting to have you here. I love you being here. This is so great. I saw Brianna last night, and I go, "Hey, Brianna, what are you doing tomorrow?"
That was actually 2 nights ago.
It's 2 nights ago. Man, it just seemed like yesterday. I saw you. That's right. Wednesday night. We're at Wednesday night church, and that's like the highlight of the week. And if you get to see your friends, like Bob Smiley goes over there, and so I just told him, I said, your show is up. Did you know your show is up? And he says, good. And he said, I'll go listen to it. And so I've been trying to stay up with the shows. I'm just 2 shows behind, I think, now.
That's pretty impressive.
That's
I'm
very
pretty
impressive.
impressed.
You should be. And so you guys can all, if you missed Bob Smiley, Elvis's girlfriend, there's so many, and even the other show you were on with me, Brianna.
The one that Bob skipped?
Yeah, the one that you had to pinch hit for Bob Smiley. And so anyway, if you've missed any of those, you can go to the archive. You go to YouTube and type in the Cindy Cochran Show, and then you can see all the shows that are there. And if you will subscribe to my channel. Have you subscribed to my channel
I have
yet?
subscribed to your channel.
Okay, there you go. See, I love that. And then you can listen to all the shows and stay right up to date. And if it's the first time you're hearing the Cindy Cochran Show, you certainly want to do that so that you go like, you want to know whether you want to really give your hours to me that you'll never get back, or that you'll feel like, I'm going to learn something. This is going to be good for my brain to realize all the things that Cindy brings to me from her perspective. It is the most opinionated show because, I feel like my opinion has a lot of history to it because I've been here on the earth so long that I have a lot of, behind me. I know what, not behind me. I have a lot. Yeah, I do have a lot. Let me get this straight. What I'm talking about. I'm talking about a lot of experience
in life.
That's exactly right. Yeah. A lot of luggage, a lot of experience, a lot of all that stuff. But anyway, it is my perspective, and I just love sharing it with you. But I also want you to, contact me through my Facebook, The Cindy Cochran Show, COCHRAN, and then you can click on message, and just ask me anything you want. If you want to suggest a topic or suggest a guest, let me know. And if you have someone that you go like, oh, you would love this person on your show, Cindy, please, message me and let me know. But the one that I love on my show right now is Brianna Dunahoe. And Brianna, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
I'm so happy that you're here. Now, we're going to talk about some subject matters that people don't normally associate with women.
Okay.
The single moms they do, but fantasy football is certainly not one of them. And did I just hear that fantasy Okay, stay with me.
Okay,
because I know that I saw this about FanDuel and fantasy football, FanDuel and somebody else they're going to join forces.
They probably are. I don't do all of those.
You don't do those?
No, I don't do all those. I do like groups of my friends that play fantasy football.
Oh, okay.
So like we do a Yahoo fantasy football league, and we all just join. And I don't play for money. It's fun. It's much better this way.
Okay, that's good.
Then you get into the gambling and all that stuff that's frowned upon.
So y'all just do it just so that and a lot of the women that you have helped learn how to do this, you did it so that they could, what? Did they want
to
learn?
So
what football's all about?
What fantasy football is all about, because it's totally different. Fantasy football, you get to pick players from every team in the NFL. So you're watching so on Sundays, it gives you a reason to watch more than just your team. You're watching all of the football games because you have a vested interest in a player.
A dog in the fight.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
And so I watch more football when I'm playing fantasy football than I do when I'm not, because when I'm not playing fantasy football, I'm just watching the Texans game and the Lions game and probably rooting against whoever Dallas is playing that week. So, and I'll watch those 3 games. And then, but if I'm watching fantasy, if I'm playing fantasy, then I'm watching pretty much all of the games. Monday night, Thursday night, Sunday night, not just the 3:00 or the noon game that the Texans are playing. So,
well, see, and that's why the NFL was so excited about having women come on and learn this, because they don't have the good women's audience that they need, and now they don't have the patriots that came to the game and they were love America and want to salute the flag, and that's their angst, is that now that the players are acting so silly about that. And And it's that they want to protest. That's fine. Go walk on the street with the other people that are out there. You've got plenty of people that do that. But it made me so mad because it's like, of all the money that you make, and why the NFL didn't have some kind of like you could sit in the, you want to go, sit inside, in the locker room, and you could stay there until it's over, or if you want to stand, I'll pull your hand all the way up, put it on your stomach. I don't care. Just make sure you're standing somewhere.
Well, I honestly believe it's their right to do whatever they want to do, but it changes my perspective of them as a player, and I won't support them as a player.
Well, see, now people don't want to support the NFL as a, this corporation and this
but the
group.
NFL can't make their employees do something. They can't.
But see, that doesn't make sense because your employer can say you're going to wear black dresses. You can only wear black dresses, and that's it. And they can say that, and you have to do it, or you don't want the job. That's fine. But they can say that to you. So when they say, if you're going to play on this team, we are very patriotic here, and we're going to support the flag, and we're going to, salute the flag. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to play on our team. That's fine.
And some owners are doing that.
I think that's and now that it's starting to affect the purse, that's what I think is interesting, is that the money becomes more of we're going to support the money because if we support the flag and we support all these things, then we become, our fans will feel better about us. But there's been a big disconnect, and they hadn't. That came out of left field because they really didn't understand what's going on. Why are we losing fans? Just because of this? This is it. And it's just like the election almost is like, you know what? You need to be in touch with your fan base and understand what is important to them and what they're there for is a family sport.
And it changes by region. It's not just because it works somewhere in New York is going to work the exact same way in Texas. So you need to figure out what's going on with your fan base.
Yeah, exactly. And so they're trying to deal with that and seeing they've stopped buying as much ad time, which is killed. You know how much ad time, how much money they spend in these radio
Super Bowl
stations.
alone, hello.
Ooh. And so now they're losing all of that. That's hurting. And so it kind of, this ripple effect now is starting to happen. So if that guy, kneeling down on the ground there, and the parents have to explain why
it all started with Colin Kaepernick.
Of all people.
Of all people.
And they just found out that he never registered to vote. He's never voted. And he said, he's never participated in anything about America.
Yeah.
So, except taking the money. And, everybody respects that a lot. They go like, okay, well, at least he's getting the money. That's good. But it's not right. So anyway, that's hurt them. So fantasy football, though, for the women, do women come in not having an idea of how football works and they learn?
No, most women come in knowing how football works. They don't understand how fantasy football works. A lot of the ladies that I worked with last year, their husbands are all fantasy fanatics. And so they wanted a way to connect with their husbands on Sundays because a lot of them become, football widows during football season.
Exactly.
And they don't get to see their husbands on Sundays and then college football happens. And so it was just a way for them to sit on Sundays with their husbands and actually talk knowledgeably about fantasy football and not have to ask their husbands 1,000 questions. And, there's their way of learning it without their husbands and being able to connect with their husbands.
Right. And so there's not a big need for the gambling part of it, but if the
it's
guys,
a lot of fun just to follow teams, follow specific players. You do when you're picking your team, you do kind of like you pick a number and that's the number that you draw in. So you're actually drafting your players and you're hoping that by the time you get back around to that position or back around to your time that your person that you're wanting is ready and you can grab them. And it's a lot of fun. Like it's a skill. It's got to be. And I just wonder how the people, how the women who find this out and their husbands may be betting, and they choose a team, and because they don't want to gamble, and theirs is better, and so the husband starts pressuring them. You got to bet some money on that, and they don't want to do. They don't want to be that. Well,
that part of it.
But you can't if you're not in a league that does that. Then you can't do that. I mean,
okay, it has to be.
Yeah, it has to be set up at the beginning of the season to be a league to do that. But we're not normally a league.
What about DraftKings? Is
that one you can do weekly?
You can do weekly.
You can put money in and weekly draft a team.
Okay, if somebody wanted to know how to do this, I know you were doing, you bring women in and women who said they want to do this, and you said, okay, I'll teach you. But if a woman somewhere out there wants to, I want to know how to do this. I don't want my husband to even know I'm learning how to do this so that I can surprise him.
Google it.
Google
it.
What do you put in the?
Just Google fantasy football, and it's like a rabbit hole. You just go into it, and you can find out how to set up a league, how to play fantasy, how to play 1 week fantasy, how to.
But do you know how? Do you have to know how to play football to understand what they're telling you? You
just have to know positions. You need a quarterback. You need a wide receiver. You need a couple of wide receivers. You need a running back. You need a tight end. You need a kicker, a defense. So you first got to find out the titles. You have to actually know something about football to start. Yes.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of women I know the quarterback, and I know that.
I know that Jason Watt's on the defense.
Yeah, and Jason. How's he doing? Does anybody know if he's coming back?
He's not coming back this season.
Oh, no.
Which he shouldn't. He should take the time and heal.
Yeah.
But we want you to come back and be back healthy for the long run versus coming back for 2 or 3 weeks.
I just wonder
going back out.
How he's feeling about the new quarterback. If he's feeling.
You know what? We're winning. What difference does it make?
Well, yeah, but you just won against a bad team, though, right? Who's the last team they played? Who's the last team?
We played the Lions.
Oh, we beat. That's right, we beat them. See, I don't know this. Okay, all right. See, I'm so glad you're here. Okay, when we come back, we're going to talk about single moms and their plight and what's going on, how Brianna's helping them, and also what it feels like to be 106 pounds lighter. That's what I want to talk about. All right, we'll be right back on the Cindy Cochran Show, Real Reality Radio.
The Cindy Cochran Show, Real Reality Radio.
If you are looking to start a career, you can start your professional life in the U.S. Army. I am Staff Sergeant Stephen Jackson. My fellow soldiers and I can talk with you about learning high-tech skills in electronics and computers as a soldier. Interested in the medical field? The Army has skilled medical and dental jobs that set you up for future success. Come visit us at 2109 West Davis Street, directly behind the Whataburger on Highway 105, or give us a call at 936-756-7002.
At Jazzy Junk, volunteers reclaim, restore, and recycle. Jazzy Junk is a non-profit resale storefront where you will discover wonderful, unique finds at very affordable prices on furniture, antiques, books, art, home decor, and more. When you shop Jazzy Junk, you support New Danville, a community for adults with developmental disabilities. We receive new donations daily, so plan a visit to Jazzy Junk today to find that perfect item or gift. Our motto is here today, gone today. So remember to hurry in and shop often for the best selection. Jazzy Junk is located in the outlets at Conroe on League Line Road and I-45 North. Call 936-441-4500 or visit our website, jazzyjunk.org. That's Junque for more information and store hours.
Here we are, another morning in Montgomery County. It's 6 a.m. and all you can do is think about hitting that snooze button. But don't. Wake up with me, your morning radio host of Mornings of Lone Star, Dick. Every weekday morning from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Lone Star Community Radio, join me for some music, talk, interviews, giveaways, and of course Montgomery County's weather and traffic. I'm here to make your morning start. Every weekday morning, online at irlonestar.com and Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1 with Mornings with Lone Star.
The Cindy Cochran Show, the first daily talk show serving Montgomery County.
And we're back on the Cindy Cochran Show. Thank you so much for joining us. We've been talking with Brianna Dunahoe about fantasy football, and if you missed that, too bad. No, you can look this show up on my Facebook page, see when it's going to be up, or actually it's better for you to go to YouTube and you type in the Cindy Cochran Show, and this show should be up in about 48 hours. I'm trying to make my goal, make sure I get it in before 48 hours and make Richard proud. Richard, you were so happy and excited about that PSA you just did. Had you drank a lot of coffee or something, or what was the deal? What made you so energized?
It was a commercial.
Is that your
So,
that's your commercial
it was a show
voice?
It was
promo.
pretty fantastic. I'm
Yeah.
impressed.
You were really happy and stuff. So I was just wondering what.
Yeah, because normally I'm somber and I just hate the world, and I know I'm going to see Cindy today. And I have to
She's
give
going to ask you how to do SoundCloud.
every morning. I have that shoulder sigh. I'm like, oh. Cindy Cochran, real
Reality.
radio.
But isn't that the best title for my show? Don't you think?
That
That's
is
the
true.
best title because it's so true. It's real. It's reality, and it is radio. So don't mean it's talking about me, but anyway, no, I love listening to Richard's voice, and that's why I'm trying to get through these and learn to love these country western songs, so I can listen to them and then have him break in and say, this is Richard Schissler.
Schissler?
You don't use your last name though, do you? What do you? What is? Do you have a name?
I wish people could see his face right now. That's the best.
See, what's?
Well, they will be able to.
That's the
Yeah,
best.
soon they will be able to. But
Woo.
I've got a Dell computer that's big enough to cover his face. I
You
can't see
probably
him.
shouldn't see his face.
No, I couldn't. I can't see him.
That was pretty
I
spectacular.
usually watch because Connor Halstead was here and he was sitting over there, so I can mirror what Richard's doing by.
what Connor's doing.
Connor looks over at Richard and they both do the same look
yeah.
and stuff. So, but if you guys ever get curious, you want to check this out. You can come and stare in front of the window and leave.
Please don't do it today.
Breath
Do
marks.
it tomorrow.
But you can come stare through the window, or you can go to Conroe Coffee and they have a huge coffee bar that you can stare through us because
They do.
there's the glass
Huge
and they can
window there.
yeah, and they can look over and listen to the show. So anyway, if you guys ever want to come see what all this is going on behind the scenes, you can come downtown, the beautiful downtown Conroe, and look through. But 104.5 and 106.1. Don't look over there and see if I said it right, Brianna. I said it right. Conroe's FM. You can listen to as you're, going and doing your. Were you listening to us on the way in?
I was actually.
Okay,
listening
there
to
you
you on
go.
the way in.
Did it sound okay?
Sounded
All
wonderful.
right, wonderful. Okay,
It's much easier to listen in the car now that it's not on the internet.
yes. Well, and you always can listen to us globally, and that's what we like because we do have, our Don Wilson and Mindy Miller, LA Connections, and we got another person listening. So I've got to find out about her and see what when she can be on because she was one of Elvis's girlfriends. He had a lot of girlfriends.
Yeah.
He did, and so we want to.
A lot of people that thought they were his girlfriend weren't either.
Well,
My aunt would tell you that
she was one of his girlfriends too.
she loved him so much.
Because when she went to the concert, he looked right at her.
Right at her.
But-
Stared into her soul.
I did find out this is exactly what I think he would have done. He had a girlfriend that was living there in the house with him, but he felt sure that she understood they were broken up and they weren't together anymore, but she wouldn't leave. So he had bought another house for her. Now that's the way to do it. I mean, that way
I'm all about that.
He didn't hurt
Buy me
anybody's
a house.
feelings. He says, "I'll buy a house and get her out of here." That would be great. But anyway, he has that cute personality and things that he's done that no one knew about. That's why I like talking about it to these girlfriends because they'll reveal a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Nothing bad.
No.
We don't want anything bad or anything, that kind
No
of stuff.
dirt. We just like to hear about
No,
who
we
he
just
was.
want to know though about all the good stuff that Elvis did, and that's good. So, anyway, okay. Speaking of all the good things that
Okay.
someone's done,
Okay.
Brianna has some kudos to throw at her because Brianna has helped a lot of single moms. Brianna is a single mom herself, so she understands what she goes through, and she finds out a lot of times it's the same thing that a lot of single moms go
I don't
through.
know that I've helped so much as just kind of been a sounding board to let people know that they're not alone.
Well, that's a huge help. So a lot of people need to know that because otherwise they think I am so crazy or I'm so weird or I'm so, nobody would believe this and they would hate me if they found this out about me. And then they start finding out through people like you and stuff like, you know what? That's what you're going to go through. Those are the thoughts you're going to
We
have.
all take Xanax the first 2 years.
That's what
We
you
all
should
dislike
be
our
on.
children from time to time.
That's right.
We all want to pack them up and ship them away.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And that you would just like to just keep driving down the freeway and go like, somebody will take care of them because I can't
I'm
do
going
it
to
anymore.
Mexico.
I can't do it anymore. And that happens. And so you just have to know that there are people that you can contact, and there are people that you can actually find out, like, how do I get the help? Or just tell me, how long is this going to last? This feeling I have right now. Because it's like when you get pregnant and you start going like, okay, it's been 4 months now. Is this going to keep going on like this? How long does this take? And I go, like, it's going to be 9 months.
10, actually.
Yes, right. That's right. And you may feel like you're doing the gestation of an elephant, but it's not going to happen. It's just, it goes on and on and on. But there will be an end to it. And when they need to tell women that the labor pains you're having, there's an end to that sensation. I love when they say it's sensation. It's not pain, it's sensation.
No, it's
There's
pain.
going to be an end to that.
It's pain.
It's only like 15 seconds, and then it's all going to be gone. See,
that's a lie.
But in your mind.
I tell people outright, this is the worst 24 hours of your life. But when it's done, you have a baby, and so you're good. But it's horrible. It's the most draining, horrible, physical. But you have a baby, so you're good.
That's right. And you'll forget all that immediately. Put in your arms.
And that's why God does that, so that you'll have a second kid. Because if he didn't, no one would ever have a second kid.
Yeah, because you get amnesia after that. You forget all that happened, and in 2 years,
you're like, what was I thinking?
Now I remember. Now I remember why I didn't have another one. No, but it is, once you know something's going to end, it helps. Because you have a second baby, you go like, okay, I will forget all about this, and I'm just going to get through it. I'm going to have this, and then I'm going to be like, it's over with. But you're right. But somebody needs to commiserate with you a lot of times. But so many women go to these poor young girls that come in. It's their first baby. They're having the first baby. So excited. And then they run into people like you. Or
I'm
me,
the realist. I have a lot of friends that sugarcoat things
and
for people. And I'm the realist.
Stories.
I'm like, no, let's live in reality. Let's talk about what actually happens.
Because and then those poor girls, like, it's too late now, and all the war stories that all the other women love to vent and say, I hated it, but
I love all my friends. They're like, being pregnant was the best time. I felt I was like, I was miserable. I puked every day. I hated being pregnant both times. It was horrible.
Okay.
But I have 2 beautiful children now because of it. Now,
I loved pregnancies because I didn't know if I was having twins or triplets, so I always ate for as many as I thought I might be able to have. And go like, I'm sorry, I'm eating for as many as it could be twins in there.
You were praying for triplets.
Yeah. So, but because of the eating factor,
and you had single births every time.
Right, that's exactly right. Except, I want to tell you something. The first time, I don't know the people eating their breakfast as they listen to this, but the first baby I had, back in the day, they had no classes, they had nothing. You didn't know from what that's going to happen to you. And I went to the doctor and all that stuff, but I went and tried to find pictures. I tried to find, something that I could see to figure out what's going to happen. Nothing is there. So when I'm up there and they give me a saddle block and they put the mirror up there so that you can see the baby being born.
I'm good, thanks.
And the baby comes out and they go, oh, it's a girl. And nobody told me about that placenta. I thought that I was having another child, and I'm going, you didn't tell me I'm having twins. That was embarrassing. And he tried to explain to me, this is not a baby.
It's not a baby.
Not a baby. But you're not going to remember any of this anyway. Go back to sleep. But so there's the information and the education that we have now going in to have a baby is so much better. Everybody knows a little bit more.
But there's still a lot of taboo stuff that people don't talk about, like really talk about.
Well, yeah, maybe in mixed company, it's something your mother should tell you, or you should. See, your mom's a nurse, so
my mother tells me way more than I probably should know.
That's great. I know. Cindy can't be listening because she's working.
No, she's at work, but
no,
yeah. But
okay.
And she's always been like that. My mother has always been very frank and honest about what is going to happen. If you do X, Y is going to happen, and so it's funny.
Okay, so you have the babies. You have two children, beautiful, beautiful children. So smart, so creative, so talented. It's ridiculous. So you have these children, and now, but you're single now. And so the support and having somebody around the house that's going to fix the things they need to fix and take care of the bills and all that, it's not there. And so when y'all get together and talk about this, is there a support system somewhere that you go? Is there a place? maybe through a church or whatever, that you can get someone to come help you in your house?
Well, we have like a village. I am extremely independent, I guess is the best way to describe my personality. And I would much rather figure it out on my own than ask anybody to help me. That's just how I am. And so I have become friends with Google. I can change a starter on a car. I can figure out how to do anything with Google. If you watch it more than once, you can figure out how to do it. And so that's what I do. And so I have several girlfriends that are single. And if something needs to happen at one of their houses, we either all go there and figure it out, or if we have destroyed it enough that we can't figure it out, then we'll call somebody.
How many single moms does it take to change that? Okay.
To change a starter on a Dodge Durango? 2. It takes 2.
That's so admirable. I'm so impressed with you. I think that's like totally amazing.
But it also comes from being cheap, because I don't want to pay people to do stuff. So if I can keep it in my budget and figure out how to do it, then I'm going to do that.
And then hire yourself out to do that for somebody else, to make some money. We've got to go to another break. And when we come back, then we're going to be talking about 106 pounds lighter. I can't wait. All right, guys, stay with us. We'll be right back on the Cindy Cochran Show, Real Reality Radio.
The Cindy Cochran Show. You ain't heard nothing yet.
Our community's animal shelters cannot absorb accidental litters of kittens and puppies. Approximately 80% of the animals entering our shelters will not make it out alive. Please help be a part of the solution. Please spay and neuter your pets. Many low-cost options are available. Visit texaslittercontrol.org to learn more. That's texaslittercontrol.org. And remember, real Texans don't litter. Please spay and neuter your pets.
Have you set a goal to get a new job or get promoted? Have you ever been frustrated with resumes or job interviews? If you want to ace a job search and make more money, or just love what you do for a living, tune into Your Career with Todd Bermont, Fridays at 2 o'clock. Each week, noted author and creator of the Careers College, Todd Bermont, shares tips, news, interviews, and secrets you can use to further your career. Tune in Fridays at 2 o'clock p.m. on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and irlonestar.com.
Lone Star Boxer Rescue is a nonprofit organization serving Montgomery County and surrounding areas, dedicated to the health and well-being of the boxer breed. Lone Star Boxer Rescue is run and managed 100% by volunteers since 1999. Our main objective is to rescue, rehabilitate, and rehome boxers that come to us from many sources, including local animal shelters, owner surrenders, and strays. For more information about Lone Star Boxer Rescue, visit our website at lsbr.org.
The Cindy Cochran Show, the most opinionated talk show on radio.
And we're back on the Cindy Cochran Show. Thank you so much for listening. It is Friday. This is our last segment, I'm telling you. And what better thing to talk about is losing and not finding again 106 pounds. And I think that's what Brianna has done. And it's so amazing. You're so awe-inspiring and all that. So let's just guilt everybody.
Okay.
As it's coming up to Thanksgiving week next week. Now, do you see yourself on Thanksgiving Day breaking with what you've been doing and all the hard work you've done at this point?
I will eat everything. I will taste everything that is made for Thanksgiving, yes. Now, will I eat it in the same fashion that I ate it
volume?
Yeah. Previous holidays? No.
Okay.
Like my own, broccoli cheese casserole doesn't need its own plate. Like, there will be smaller portions of everything. Yeah.
I like that. It doesn't need its own
plate. Need its own plate. I don't need 4 plates to be able to. Yeah, no, that's ridiculous.
Get everything on. Yes.
But that was my reality for many years. Like that was my excuse to gorge myself, and so I did.
Well, I was always afraid that there wouldn't be anything left. So, I spend all that time cooking, and people that cook that day will say, well, I'm so full. I'm just eating the whole time.
I taste the whole time.
No, it's not me. I can't, I serve everybody and I'm watching the proportions that are going out. I'm going like, wait a minute. And so if I got to have anything left, and so if I got to go get a plate and hide it in the somewhere so that I'll have something there. But it is a day that everybody feels like, okay,
we can go crazy,
go nuts.
Yeah,
and it's like people who drink, like, okay, I have every justification to get totally wasted because of either what happened to me or whatever.
Yep,
but
there's
this
turkey wasted on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but and then when I found out that the tryptophan is there to make you sleep,
because if you continue to eat, you will pass out.
Yeah, I can do that with spaghetti, and there's no tryptophan then. I don't know
that they have found.
But everybody, yeah, that's right. But cooking the turkeys, I was at Luby's the other day, and I started thinking, you know what? I've never had fried turkey.
Oh,
everybody talks about it. It's just amazing, and they've got a fried turkey little pamphlet they're handing out, and so I thought, I wonder if I should try that because just so I don't have to.
We have a turkey fryer at my parents' house.
Do you really?
Yes, we have a turkey fryer.
And you only use it that one time a year?
We only use it Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Isn't there stuff that grows in that?
Not if you clean it out.
Oh, you got to clean that grease out?
You got to clean the grease out. You can't. It's not a one-time use.
Okay, no, I knew that. Shut up, everybody. I knew that. Okay, so what do you feel like helped you finally? I mean, you just said, okay, now I'm going to do this.
What started this journey is I went to my doctor's office and I got on the scale and I weighed 342 pounds. And I had sworn I would never get over 300 pounds. Never get over 300 pounds. I've been large my whole life. I have floated between 250 and 280, I would say, since I was in 9th grade.
Oh, okay.
So for me, when I hit not even did I hit 300 pounds, I soared past 300 pounds and was almost to 350 pounds. Mm-hmm. And I literally sat down in my doctor's office and cried. And he said, so I guess we don't need to have the weight discussion. And I said, no, we don't. Like, this is reality and it's hitting me in my face. I have 2 girls that if something happens to me, they go to their dad in Michigan.
Oh, my word.
Or my parents fight for them. So that's not what I want to happen. And so I just want to be here for my kids and I want to be healthy for me. And I want to be able to go to Astroworld, to Six Flags with my kids and get on a roller coaster and not think twice about it.
There you go.
I want to be able to walk through Six Flags with my kids and not be dying 15 feet in the gate.
Right.
I just want to be able to hang out with my kids because like I've got one fixing to be in junior high. This is going to be her busiest time. Junior high and high school, doing and going and being. I want to be able to be part of that. And when you're almost 350 pounds, you literally are doing good to fit in your car. So I couldn't walk. I couldn't move. I couldn't. Going up and down stairs. I'm sorry. Going up and down stairs was ridiculous. It wasn't happening. So I finally just said, okay, I've got to do something. And so I started working out and doing calorie counting from July. That happened in July of 2015. So from July to November, I calorie counted and lost about 45 pounds. And then Christmas and Thanksgiving, I was kind of just maintaining. And then in December, my mom said, we've got to do something. Let's really get serious about this. And so she and I both joined Quick Weight Loss Center. My mother has finished her course and she's lost 60 pounds and she looks like a totally different person. She looks like 20 years younger. She looks amazing. Amazing. And then, so since then, I was 299 January 4th when I signed up. And this morning, I stepped on the scale and I weighed, I'll tell you what I weighed.
Oh, please. I want to know. And your mom doing that with you was so great.
I would not have lost what I have lost without my mom. Since July the 22nd, I've lost 107.5 pounds.
That's just...
So this morning I got on the scale and I weighed 234.5.
That is so...
Which is the smallest I have ever been in my adult life.
When you got up on stage, I hadn't seen you for a while, and I'm sitting back in the back of the auditorium, and you got up on stage to sing. You were doing something.
Before I got baptized.
Yeah. You got up on stage. The gasp through the auditorium was not the excitement about the baptism, but it was just like, oh my word. No, they were excited about the baptism, but they just, I was so distracted. I mean, we all looked at each other like, have you seen her? She looks so good. You look really good. But see, we know you and we believe that you're beautiful. I mean, everybody.
Well, I laugh because I tell my mom, I said, for 2 years, you let me walk around with no neck. Like, literally had lost my neck because it was like shoulders and then head. And she's like, I didn't let you lose your neck. I said, yes, you did. Like, if you look in the picture that's on there, I have no neck.
Yeah, the picture on my Facebook, she took that first picture when
in July.
In July.
That's right, leaving the doctor's office.
Okay. And then the second one
was in May.
In May. And then the one where Wednesday night, she was sitting there. I said, hold that up to your face. I want these 3 distinct ways that you looked. And it's so exciting. It is. But a lot of people feel like, oh, yeah, that's great for you, but I can't do it. I won't do it. And taking that first step, whatever the reason, taking that very first step and not letting anybody or anything. What was good about what Brianna did was on Wednesday nights we have food there. I mean,
lots of wonderful, fantastic food,
homemade food that
so
these life groups will put out, and visitors eat free. And then the people that are members there, it costs about $4. It's just amazing food. And so this was a horrible thing because I couldn't wait for Wednesday night because it's like, I love this.
So good. So good.
And I started coming. I said, what has happened to Brianna? I didn't see her. So finally somebody said, well, because she started this weight loss and she can't be where people are going to take her down.
I was going, at that point, I had to follow my plan letter to letter because I couldn't. I had to get my food under control because I was eating between 28 and 3,500 calories a day. It was ridiculous. And gaining weight. And so I had to get my calorie count under 1,200. And so I couldn't do that.
That is a lot, too.
I couldn't do that with all that good food sitting around.
Well, you did it, and we're so proud of you. Congratulations. You are wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. We'll see you next week for a couple of days at least before Thanksgiving. But I hope you have a great, great Thanksgiving and a great weekend. Enjoy yourself. It's going to be cold here. All right, Cindy Cochran Show, Real Reality Radio.
Thanks for checking out this production on Lone Star Community Radio, Montgomery County's radio station. For more information on this show and other shows on Lone Star, check us out online at irlonestar.com. If you're interested in sponsoring a program on Lone Star Community Radio and reaching the local audience of Montgomery County on FM, internet, and TV media, please call 936-647-5747 or contact us online at irlonestar.com. This recording is a Lone Star Community Radio production, produced by the show host and Dick Schissler of Lone Star Community Radio. Interested in volunteering as a music DJ or starting your own talk show? Contact Dick Schissler at dick@irlonestar.com or by phone at 936-647-5747.